After all these years, do you ever need to sort of like look at your lines like
Yes.
a week before? Do you still need to look
Yeah.
at
Absolutely.
I think
You just
mine is
know it.
still in there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I have to say I didn't look this year and I thought, oh no, and it was still there. But
Still there, but I like the.
do you refresh?
I've got my script in my bag.
Right, honestly,
So
I
it's
don't.
still my
Even
wee,
after all these years?
yes, my wee comfy blanket.
Yeah.
I know it's there.
And sometimes they will still throw a curveball.
I will
with
do,
a line
yeah.
or two that you think, oh, that's you.
I like to add a little bit of something now and again.
Yeah, you just say, after all these years, I think that Rab might not say this, he might say this instead.
Tweak it slightly.
Usually about what he's having for dinner.
Yeah.
It can be mince and tatties and it can
Ice cream.
ice cream and jam roly-poly. There's a scene where he just kind of, there's a couple of bits where we can kind of
have a little fun.
ad-lib a little bit.
On a Tuesday.
Pizza crunch.
Oh, pizza
Pizza crunch.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark Wilson. I'm here with Scotsman.com and I'm joined by two of the cast members of this year's production of Sunshine on Leith. Introduce yourselves.
Good morning, I'm Sandy Queenan. I play Rab in Sunshine and Leith.
Hi, I'm Hazel Beattie and I play Jean, Rab's wife.
So for those watching that don't know, tell us a bit about the show, tell us about Sunshine on Leith.
Sunshine and Leith, written by the Proclaimers, written by...
It's features songs of the Proclaimers, and it originally was adapted for the stage. I think it was Dundee Rep.
That's right, yeah.
Did it first, and it's just become a bit of a phenomenon. I think Sunshine and Leith. It was a film, but the stage version is it's the story of a family, just a Scottish family, and the sort of trials and tribulations they have of adapting to a son coming back from war, and a family secret that sort of comes out without giving too many spoilers, but there's a family secret that causes a bit of a family explosion, and it's how they cope with all the dynamics. But in between that, there's lots of sort of big sort of chorus numbers looking at, you know, Edinburgh and Scotland and using the music of the Proclaimers, and lots of like Scottish references and jokes and things. So it's got really moments of real poignancy, but it also has real fun, like laugh out loud moments as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a sort of slice of life, sort of like as obviously Edinburgh locals who might sort of be watching it, sort of like look in and see reflections of themselves. And so you play Rab and Jean, so tell us about them as characters.
Rab has the dad and obviously married to Jean, has 2 kids, Davy and Liz, and he also has, giving nothing away, another family member that the rest of the family don't know about.
Yeah. They're quite a fun couple, you know. They're quite a bit like a, you know, there's a lot of banter between them, and you know, they kind of argy-bargy between a sort of Scottish couple that you might see, but there's a real deep love ultimately there between them. But they have ordinary day-to-day lives where they bicker and they squabble and they're trying to deal with the kids and deal with work and deal with money and life, and then other curveballs that life throws at them. So yeah, I think they're really relatable as a couple.
Yeah, it was one of those shows that when we'll get onto this later, but obviously Captivate has been performing this show for almost 10 years plus now. Yeah. And it's one of those shows that when I first saw it as a young man, I sort of like looked at Davy and Ali, who are the 2 young men that sort of come back from war and their trials and tribulations of trying to get a job and things. And those were the people that I sort of empathised and saw myself in. But as you sort of get older, you sort of see more of yourself in Rab and Jean and their sort of struggles. So as I was saying, you've obviously been doing this. How long have you guys been performing Sunshine? Because it is a sort of fringe favourite in that it comes back sort of every year.
Yeah.
I've been 2014 I first came here.
And I was 2016 was the first year I came in as Jean. So
I've been 9 years, you've been 7 because there was a gap where we
COVID
lost.
It went on a professional tour, so the rights weren't available. But we still did it during COVID. We did it at the castle outdoors, the castle car park, just in front of the castle. So I mean, that was a really kind of special year for the show, because we were saying that one of our sort of favourite memories is, you know, we were standing looking out, and you know, we had people on the rooftops of the flats in Edinburgh, and as I'm singing, like, because I sing Sunshine and Leith in the show, and as I'm singing that, you know, we had people on the rooftops sort of singing along almost, and not that it's a sing-along show, but we had them, you know, they were waving their hands, and they were really like, it was quite emotional, like seeing that, just because everyone was obviously in lockdown, so it was just seeing everybody just kind of coming together, and that kind of show that's all about community and about family, so that was really
You got a free show.
Nice. Yeah, but I mean, I think we must have done hundreds of shows now, because that's...
Yeah, I was going to ask, how many performances do you think you've each individually done?
I think by the end of this run I'll be up to over 300. So you
Yeah, I must be about
250.
250 because we usually do the full run of the Fringe, so 30, 31 days, and maybe not as many of that. But we don't have any sort of days off, and that's been for like 7 years. So yeah,
It's a big bit of life.
Oh yeah, and it's just the people you've met and the friendships, because a lot of the people there's some people that have been in it every single year right the way through, but then every year we always get some new people coming in, so it's really nice, so it never sort of becomes sort of static or stale. It always changes depending on, you might get a new person playing your son or your daughter, and that changes the way that you react to them, so it's quite nice. So even though you know it and you're coming in, because people always say, do you not get bored doing this, and I'm like, I actually don't, because I love the show so much, and then there's always something new.
Of course. Because obviously, like a new son or daughter, obviously could change the family dynamic, as you sort of say.
And it's quite funny because this year, for some of the shows, it's split cast, some of the roles. My actual daughter is playing my daughter.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
and
amazing.
Then my other daughter, younger daughter, she plays young me, so she comes on at one point sort of mirroring me in a wedding dress, and there's a young boy comes on mirroring Rab when they got married, as I'm singing Jean and Leith, so that's a really emotional moment seeing her. It'll be a while till she's in a wedding dress, but it's just really nice, the three of us in the one show, because when I first started, they were just little tots, but they've been around it since then, they come and watched it, so for them now to have come up, because they do other Captivate shows, to have come up and now be part of it is lovely.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. And do you find that after all these years, do you ever need to sort of like look at your lines like a week before? Do you still need to look at your lines?
Absolutely. I think mine's still in there. I have to say, I didn't look this year and I thought, oh no, and it was still there. But
I like them.
Do you refresh
I've got my script in my bag.
Right, honestly.
So it's still my
even after all these years?
Yeah, it's my wee comfy blanket. I know it's there.
And sometimes they will still throw a curveball.
I will do
it. Line or two that you think, that's new.
Keeps it fresh.
I like to add little bits in now and again.
Yeah, you're just saying, after all these years, I think that Rab might not say this, he might say this instead.
Tweak it slightly.
Usually about what he's having for dinner. It can be mince and tatties, and it can ice cream and jam roly-poly. There's a scene where he just kind of, there's a couple of bits where we can kind of
have a little fun.
ad-lib a little bit.
Pizza crunch.
Pizza crunch.
I think that adds to the whole.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
I might have to bleep that one out.
Bleep it out, yeah.
Bleep it out.
So, obviously, Sunshine Leith is one of those perfect shows that if ever I have any friends that are sort of coming here as sort of tourists from perhaps other countries, I always say that it's a great one to see because you get a slice of life of Edinburgh. I would like you now to pitch Sunshine Leith to people, locals that live here. Why do you think they should see the show?
It's based in Leith. We're almost at the top of Leith Walk.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think everybody can identify with our family because everybody's got a family very similar to us that stay locally. Hibs are just down the road.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a strong Hibs connection, and it's nice to see an audience that come along. They have their Hibs tops on, Hibs scarves. I think that just adds to the whole mix of the show.
I think as well, like obviously the music's fantastic. The Proclaimers music is music that people all know pretty much, and it's great. But also I think like a lot of the performers in the show are either training at the moment to do performance professionally, or have trained and are doing this in their summer break. So you're getting a really quality show, and there's some of the singing and acting is just phenomenal. It's really amazing, especially some of the younger ones. You can go, oh my goodness, they're amazing. But I just think it's a real show that you'll come out of. You might cry, but you'll laugh, but you'll come away feeling really like happy, and sometimes I think you just need that. You want to come out and just think, I've really been entertained and I've really had a great time. And for me, that's lovely. When we come out, of the theatre, there's usually loads of people hanging around and they're always coming up to you and just to say, love that, well done. Do you know, and that's really special. You don't get that with a lot of shows, that people take the time to actually come up and say how much they've enjoyed it. So I think, if you're local, this is a great chance to see this show done really well and just enjoy a night out.
Yeah, and on that, obviously, we were sort of chatting before I rolled the camera about like Frankie O'Connor, who previously appeared in it. He's now going to be on, or is on the West End right now, should I say, Trainspotting the musical. So it's a great chance to sort of see people who are future West End stars.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a great stage.
So last but not least, look into the camera and remind us when Sunshine and Leith's on, where it's on, and how to get tickets.
It starts on this Thursday, which is the 6th, is that right?
Yes.
Till
the 30th.
30th of August, starting at 7:10 till 20 to 9, and Hazel on Sunday.
Yeah, it's on every night, and you can get tickets through the Edinburgh Festival box office or the Ed Fringe website, and we'd love to see you.
Absolutely.